Chidebere Ezeani joins us on the segment of the show now to review Nigeria's performance so far at the WAFU Cup of Nations. Chidebere, good morning. It's great to have you join us again.
Good morning. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Right. I mean, let's just cut to the chase now. I mean, the lads are doing well. So far, so good. They're through to the semi-finals now where they take on Benin. And you would say, based on the antecedents of both sides, you'd say Nigeria as good as getting to the final. I don't want to get ahead of myself too much, but you get my point.
I think the last time I was here, I said something opposing to Nigeria, and it didn't come through. I'll try to stick to that. But the thing is, the team they were not impressive in the first two games.
Right.
The last game, one could say maybe because Ghana had qualified, but I think there was a difference in pattern of play. The coach finally realized that Okpotu is a better striker when he has an assistant striker, someone to play off of, and that was when that showed in the result, because playing alongside Peter Energy showed that they both can actually man the forward lines for the Nigerian side. So and they both got on the score sheet. So if we can keep playing the two forwards together instead of playing one of them instead of the other, I think that would be better for the team. For me, they've been improving. I still have my reservations for the midfield. There's no consistent transition of play from the defense to the attack through the midfield. So I think that's part of what we're going to work on. We know how difficult it was playing against Benin, even in Kano, in the CHAN qualifiers. So we would definitely have to be at the top of our game if we will beat them. And this time around, it's just one chance, and you have to take it.
Let me throw this in jokingly. Some people tell you that 70% of the guys in that squad are actually Nigerian. So there's really no physical edge, and they probably even know the guys on the Nigerian side. That explains why
some of them play in the league.
That explains why it was the one for the qualifier for the CHAN what was difficult. So what do you think we should be doing differently, knowing how tough it was? I mean, if they had scored a penalty in Kano, we wouldn't even be talking of CHAN. So looking at all that, what do you think we should be doing in that semi-final game?
Of course, the thing is to be the possession of play is actually very paramount. I think the ability to keep the ball, not just keep the ball, but keep it productive, is what counts. But for me, I think the Beninois, the Nigerian players that play there, I believe the reason you're there is because you're not good enough, even for the CHAN Eagles. So I think we have superior players, and if they can stick to the coach's instruction and be productive in front of goal, I think the fact that we lorry lots around the game and nothing really in the final third is what has caused some of the goalless draws.
Right.
But we can take take confidence in the fact that we've not conceded any goals in this tournament. It means that the defense has some backup to it. So I think that works in our favor. Meaning, if we can score, then we're definitely capable to defend.
Right. So you agree with there's always this saying in football that defense wins you titles, goals win you games.
Yeah.
So if we don't concede, we're still in it.
They haven't considered.
They've not considered.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If the defense is as good.
The worst that can come of it is you go to the trials, you go to the penalties if you don't score goals. But I think the combination of Anthony Okpotu and Peter Energy is too much of an attack line for the Beninois
to handle against. Right. What we're seeing now was the CHAN qualifier second leg against Benin Republic. It was a very tight one. Nigeria came close to crashing out. Thankfully, Ezenwa saved that penalty, and they managed to qualify. Some of these players that were here are no longer part of the side. Alassane Ibrahim, Stephen Ode. But the guys that are in Ghana right now, they're as good as those guys that played this game. So surely they'll be going into this game full of confidence, believing they can get the job done.
And another person worth mentioning is Ezenwa, Kichko Ezenwa. He seems to be getting better and better. We saw a clip of how many saves he made.
A lot of 1v1s?
Yeah, 1v1s. Yeah. And he could, the confidence, it's good for every goalkeeper. he was given his opportunity, he took it, and from then he's just been going from there. And I think it's a good one for the team. The captain of the side, leading by example,
right.
Man of the match performances, and you know it's good for the team. I believe the players selected might not, to some extent, be the best players in the league, but they have been as good as they can get. I think they can get better. Of course, the objective is to get to the final and possibly win it, but then you have to play at your best if you will be the best.
All right. I don't know if you've seen, the other two teams. Well, we've concentrated on Nigeria and Benin. And have you seen the other two teams that will play?
Ghana. We've seen
impression?
Ghana play. The coach complained about the fact that some of his players got injured or some of them didn't play, fatigue and all that against Nigeria. Of course, we've seen them score 2 goals in each of their first two group game matches, meaning they know how to score goals.
Right.
So I think between the both of them, I think they might just produce a very good game. The WAFU game has not been flowing with goals. That like you expect. But I think it's turning out to be, as a competition that is just coming back after a while, it's turning out to be something good, and continuation will definitely make it better.
All right. Okay, let's hold it there for a while and go on a break. While we return, there's still so much for you on Sports This Morning. Join us again.